Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So TCU's offense will start this game off. And receivers in the game, and he just commands attention both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
Fakes his man out. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So UCF's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and you feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the tailback. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Knights will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Rams him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. He'll pull it on the read. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Knights line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much room to run. Give him one to the 7. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They're facing a third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He wants to throw. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking for a crease. It's Payne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. First down here for the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Jefferson. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Back to the air one more time. He looks that one in nicely. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll do it himself. Hard running there. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. On the ground, it's Cook. Discards a man. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. He's got it again. Makes a man miss. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They go to the ground. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively here.
I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seen ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
It's complete. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the back. He's in open space downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Makes his man miss. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Harvey. Runs through the tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. From the gun, the running back has it. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. The Knights will call on their punt team. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Quick strike complete. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Slings it. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He makes the connection. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gets open down the middle. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. He's got it. And
days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Jefferson. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Handoff from the gun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Knights send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Fort Worth. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Nice move to pick up yardage. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance to call for the false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Jefferson. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense on first down. Going with the counter play here. Bulls his way forward.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Looking downfield, it's Jefferson. He's right on target. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. He's going to pass. Complete to the left. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Running back searching for a hole. Can't get him to the ground. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's a fake. They fake it, goes to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. And there's the tackle, but the fake field goal works well enough to pick up a first down. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Harvey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground that didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
So now on comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Field goal is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Hoover. Trying to get to him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Off play action on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Grabbed in the middle, it's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Catch in the middle. It's Hudson. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Quick completion to the right. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Knights are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Harvey. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Smashes through. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal flag on the back. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side. Obliterates him, still on the move. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. They'll go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking left. It's caught. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They keep attacking through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Gets it to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Harvey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Knights are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Looking for a gap. It's Harvey. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the tailback. Trucks through the defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Give to the running back. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt.
That makes the score UCF 23, TCU 14.
With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them, so you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Set sail out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. They're bringing heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. To the air, it's Hoover. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.